But we begin with storm damage across the area, and just look at what they're dealing with in parts of Delaware County due to straight-line winds and in Camden County as well. Several downed trees there. Let's take a look at the radar. Off and on all weekend. There's more rain to come this weekend. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Jason Martinez. So a lot of people losing their power during last night's electric storms. At last check, according to PECO, about 2,000 people are still without power tonight. The majority of those outages in Delaware County, followed by Chester and Philadelphia counties. And we will check in with Scott in just a moment, though. But let's head out to Delco here, where Ellen Kaloje, you're seeing some of the worst damage.
Yeah, guys, so much damage in Delaware County, and the worst here in hard-hit media. They're just getting this massive oak tree off of this car. It actually fell on two cars, and this is just a small part of the damage that happened all over the area.
About 4:45, it sounded like a freight train coming down the street.
Albert Talley says the storm was so loud it woke him out of a dead sleep.
I looked out the window, and it was like hail, and it was going sideways, and then I heard the big thud.
That thud was this more than 100-year-old tree crashing into the empty house next door.
Thankful that nobody got hurt.
I feel still shaky, but I think it's more grateful. Yeah, gratitude.
Amy Johnson says she's also so thankful no one was hurt when this massive oak tree tumbled, crushing cars during what she says felt like a tornado.
We heard like whistling, and it felt just like this rumbling through our house. Like our windows were shaking, like our whole house was shaking.
A team from the National Weather Service came out with county officials to assess the area and confirm that straight-line winds caused all this damage in media.
There was hail, high winds, heavy rain.
Over in Wallingford, more roads closed, power lines down, and so many fallen trees. All part of the reason the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District canceled classes today.
If the buses are not able to effectively go out and pick up the students, then they don't really have a choice because they can't get the kids to school. And that's, I think, probably the bulk of what we're seeing is just because the buses aren't able to get through.
Griffin and Cooper Wemhoff had off from Media Elementary because of storm damage to their school, and Dad used it as a learning lesson.
It shows them how powerful these storms can be.
And as crews from Ridley to Media to places in between continue the cleanup, neighbors reflect on how quickly things can change during one storm.
Sad to see that beautiful 100-year-old oak go. It was a beautiful tree, but it was scary.
Some scary moments indeed, but that's what we heard over and over again, how very thankful neighbors are that no one was hurt in all this because, boy, as you can see, the cleanup continues and things got pretty scary out here. So we're live in media. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you very much, Ellen. Scott.